provide a more complete copy of the report without certain redactions to some members of Congress in private. Democrats will surely push for greater access and for public release. Stephen Portnoy, CBS News, the White House.
North Korea's at it again. State TV says Kim Jong-un watched as the country fired a new tactical guided weapon. CBS's Ben Tracy.
North Korea has not provided many details about what exactly this weapon is that they've tested. However, we do know it was not a ballistic missile and does not appear to be a weapon that could threaten the United States.
It's North Korea's first announced test since the aborted Kim-Trump summit in Hanoi in February. Just 2 days after the fire at Notre Dame in Paris, police in New York City say a man was arrested at St. Patrick's Cathedral with 4 gallons of gasoline and lighter fluid. The NYPD's John Miller.
It's hard to say exactly what his intentions were, but I think the totality of circumstances is something that we would have great concern over.
Miller says the suspect told them his van had run out of gas, but his tank was full. Where have all the parishioners gone? New study shows fewer and fewer are in church. The details live from CBS's Peter King.
Deborah, it's a 20% drop over 20 years with a new Gallup poll showing just half of American adults belonging to a religious institution. Catholics had the largest drops, going from 76 to 63%, Protestants 73 to 67. Latino membership dropped 23%, much higher than that for whites and African Americans. Politically, Democrats also dropped 23 points to less than 50%. Republicans went from 77 to 69. Deborah?
It folds all right, but some users say Samsung's new Galaxy phone cracks, too. The company says it's checking into screen damage experienced by reporters given early access ahead of next week's release. One of them says the phone was completely broken in just 2 days. The Galaxy Fold will sell for more than $1,900. S&P futures are down 1. This is CBS News.
CBS News Radio is your home for breaking news. With our team of reporters around the country and the world, we give you the coverage you can trust.
Head to Sprint today to get the new LG G8 ThinQ. This phone is packed with features like Crystal Sound OLED, where the entire screen is the speaker, and Hand ID to easily unlock your phone. With 128 gigabytes of memory, you won't have to worry about running out of space for your treasured pics and videos. You can even use Air Motion. With just a wave of your hand, you can easily access your phone's favorite functions, answer calls, and more. Right now, get both Sprint's unlimited plan and the new LG G8 included for just $35 per month per line for 5 lines. All you need is approved credit and an 18-month lease. No trade-in required. Visit a Sprint store, sprint.com/LG, or call 800-SPRINT-1.
Phone $15 a month after $20 a month credit. Apply within 2 bills. Canceled early or made balance due. Unlimited basic after 6/30/20. Pay $32 per month per line with auto pay. Dated to prioritization during congestion. Speed maximums. Use rules and restrictions apply.
A popular game show host says he's hanging in there.
Just 1 month after Jeopardy host Alex Trebek announced he had been diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer, an update from the 78-year-old on the show's YouTube page.
So here, on the last day of taping for our 35th anniversary season, I wanted once again to thank you for your continuing messages of encouragement and support.
He says he's particularly fond of the cards he's gotten from young people.
I'm touched beyond words.
Matt Piper, CBS News.
Meet the new Hillary. Actress Laurie Metcalf stars in a Broadway play opening tonight.
I am a Hillary Clinton who lives on a planet Earth slightly different from this one. We do not impersonate Hillary and Bill.
Metcalf with Stephen Colbert on The Late Show. John Lithgow plays the former president. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Guess what? Right now is the perfect time to tackle those home projects you've been putting off. So come summertime, you can just sit back and relax. Home Advisor can help get you started. Home Advisor matches you to the right pro for the job in seconds. You can read reviews and even book appointments online. Home Advisor can help with any home project, big or small, painting, plumbing, even remodeling. Find a great pro now before the busy season hits. Go to homeadvisor.com or download the free app.
Home Advisor. If you own a pair of Skechers, this ad is not for you because you already know they're the most comfortable shoes on the planet. This ad is for those who have never tried Skechers, for the few who have never experienced the otherworldly comfort of Skechers air-cooled memory foam, ever floated across the ground on comfort pods, or experienced Skechers seamless knits. You're missing out. That's like never petting a puppy. So we've made this ad for you. Skechers. Live comfortably. Available at a Skechers store near you or wherever stylish shoes are sold.
Experience no-hassle shopping at Ford's Furniture in Bowling Green and Glasgow. Ford's Furniture. Furniture you know. People you trust.
You're sick and your doctor's office just closed. You injured your finger working in the yard and it's Saturday afternoon. Where do you go? Well, TJ Sampson has 3 choices for you when these and other similar situations occur.
The clinic at Walmart can help with.
TJ Urgent Care at the Pavilion can help with.
And when it's...
Grandpa, are you okay?
You might want to try the emergency department at TJ Sampson Community Hospital.
TJ Sampson Community Hospital. Your community, your hospital.
In retirement, where will your money come from? For many people, retirement income may come from a variety of sources. Here's a few avenues that may provide you money in retirement. Social Security is the government-administered retirement income program. Workers become eligible after paying Social Security taxes for 10 years. Personal savings and investments can provide income during retirement. Retirees tend to look for investments that offer monthly income. Individual retirement accounts have been around since 1974. Contributions you make to a traditional IRA may be fully or partially tax-deductible, depending on your individual circumstances. Distributions from an individual retirement account are taxed as ordinary income. What workers anticipate in terms of retirement income sources may differ considerably from what retirees actually experience. How do these sources of income impact your personal retirement? Please call the Fouch Wealth Advisory Group, Sam Dickinson, or Brian Basinger to discuss your retirement income plan. Call us today at 270-651-2663. Investment counseling since 1854. Securities offered by JJB Hillier, WL Alliance LLC, member NYSE, SIPC, and FINRA. Investing in securities involves risks.
You know you can depend on WCLU for local news on the air, online, on demand at WCLUradio.com.
Good morning, everybody. It's 7 minutes after the 6 o'clock hour. We have 62 degrees at the studios of WCLU. We have rain on the way. Let's check in with the National Weather Service and see exactly how things are shaping up for today. We've got a 40% chance of showers. Some thunderstorms are possible, more likely late this afternoon. Mostly cloudy for the day and a high of 75 degrees. There is a 90% chance of showers, possibly a thunderstorm tonight, and a low temperature down to 49 degrees. On Friday, a 60% chance of showers, a high of 55. Friday night, showers likely, cloudy, a low of 39. And on Saturday, a 50-50 chance of showers at a high of 59. So the wetness of spring is going to move into the neighborhood, it looks like, here for the next couple of days at least. Current conditions, a barometer is down at 29.84. The winds are calm. Humidity is at 64% of saturation. No precip in the past 24 hours, but we do have some thunderstorm activity in the Jackson Purchase area. Looking at the WCLU constant coverage and studio radar screen, we have far west Kentucky from, really down into West Tennessee, up into Paducah, up to Mayfield, over to Mayfield, and then up to very near Henderson this morning, kind of coming up parallel to the Ohio River. And those thunderstorms are pretty heavy over there in West Kentucky right now, it looks like. We'll keep an eye on them as they develop here a little bit more in the next couple of hours, and they'll sort of eke their way over in our neighborhood as well. But we're at 62 degrees on this Thursday morning at WCLU. Brennan Crane has local news coming your way next.
You can now stay up to date with the Glasgow EPB more than ever before. You can now stay informed by following the Glasgow Electric Plant Board online on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, all at Glasgow EPB, and on our website, glasgowepb.net. From staying updated during an outage to seeing updates about Glasgow EPB products and services, and even learning about ways to save energy and money on your bill, the Glasgow EPB has you covered online on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and on GlasgowEPB.net. The Glasgow EPB, connecting Glasgow to the future.
We got to talk about our birthdays. First of all, here this morning, not first, but we got to move to the next item of business, which is birthdays. Round number one this morning. Happy birthday to Evelyn Gardner, Marla Furlong Stewart's Thelbert Granger. Thelbert, by the way, is 83 today. Hunter Browning is 19. Donita Bartley is 76. Betty McFarland. Pam Wilhoit is 48. Valerie Thomas has a birthday today, too. It's all birthdays so far, but I have a sneaking feeling we're going to have some anniversaries coming in here in a few minutes, too. We'll keep reviewing that and let us know here at 651-9149, 800-956-1023, online here from WCLUradio.com. It is 11 minutes after 6 o'clock.
Mommy, I don't feel good.
Those are words a parent never wants to hear, but don't worry. I'm here to help when you do. This is nurse practitioner Brittany Jackson with Jackson Health and Wellness Clinic. Cold and flu season can be scary and intimidating unless you have a plan. Be sure to wash your hands, drink water, eat well, and get plenty of rest. But when that doesn't work, or when your kid picks up the latest bug tearing through their class, Jackson Health and Wellness Clinic is here to help. We offer same-day appointments for sick visits, and we make sure that we are up to date on the latest treatments to guide you through whatever hits you or your family. Many times, quick response can head off the worst of the symptoms, so put Jackson Health and Wellness Clinic on your speed dial and let us get you feeling better faster. 270-629-6722. Remember our new location right across from TJ Sampson Hospital at 1214B North Race Street. Together, we can keep you on the path to good health.
Call my mama. She will make you all better. 270-629-6722.
For WCLU News, I'm Brennan Crane reporting. The Warren County Sheriff's Office is attempting to locate a missing 17-year-old juvenile, Hayari Gallegos. Gallegos is described as a Hispanic female around 5 foot 5 inches and 125 pounds. Gallegos was last seen in the Oakland area on Tuesday around 8 in the evening. She was wearing blue jeans, a navy blue tank top, black shoes, and white socks. Please contact the Warren County Sheriff's Office with any information regarding the whereabouts of Gallegos. On the morning of April 17th, the Allen County Sheriff's Office executed search warrants at multiple residences within Allen County. The warrants were obtained in relation to the ongoing investigation into the 2017 shooting death of Wendell O. Jackson on Hadebell Road in Allen County. The search revealed approximately 21 grams of crystal methamphetamine and multiple firearms at one residence. This resulted in the arrest of Jackie Mutter, 64 of Scottsville, for multiple charges including trafficking in a controlled substance methamphetamine, possession of a handgun by a convicted felon, endangering the welfare of a minor, and other charges. As the investigation progressed, evidence was obtained linking Mutter to the death of Wendell O. Jackson. Jackie Mutter has been subsequently charged and arrested for murder in relation to Jackson's death and has been lodged in the Allen County Detention Center. The investigation is being led by the Allen County Sheriff's Office Detective William Francis. The Allen County Sheriff's Office was assisted by the Scottsville Police Department, Barron River Drug Task Force, Kentucky State Police, and Allen County EMS. A Cave City man has been arrested after a narcotics investigation. On Tuesday morning, officers from the Cave City Police Department executed a search warrant at 704 Grinstead Mill Road in Cave City in reference to an ongoing narcotic investigation. Inside the residence, officers located a large quantity of suspected methamphetamine, digital scales, and other items used to traffic narcotics. 32-year-old Michael Johnson of Cave City was arrested and charged with trafficking a controlled substance first degree, over 2 grams of methamphetamine, and possession of drug paraphernalia. The case is ongoing and further arrests and charges are possible, according to the Cave City Police Department. Kentucky State Trooper Jonathan Carlock is investigating a single vehicle fatal collision that occurred Tuesday at approximately 9:41 in the morning, 5 miles north of Russell Springs on US 127. Walter R. Parsons, age 59 of Stanford, was operating a northbound 2013 Nissan Juke when he dropped off the shoulder of the roadway, overcorrected, struck an embankment, and overturned several times. Parsons was ejected from the vehicle. He was transported to the Russell County Hospital where he was pronounced deceased a short time later. Trooper Carlock was assisted at the scene by Trooper Martin Wesley, Russell County EMS, and the Russell County Sheriff's Department. And on this morning's 911 activity report, there was a barn fire on A.L. Shirley Road yesterday at around 5:10 in the afternoon. The East Barron Volunteer Fire Department and Hinesville Volunteer Fire Department both responded. The Barron County Circuit Court Clerk's Office, Kentucky ASAP of Barron, Hart, and Metcalfe counties, and the Kentucky Office of Drug Control Policy are sponsoring training on the Matthew Casey Wethington Act of Substance Abuse Investigation. This law allows parents, relatives, and or friends to petition the court for treatment on behalf of a person who is unable to recognize his or her need for the treatment due to their impairment. Everyone is welcome to attend, including families, court personnel, judges, attorneys, health professionals, law enforcement, faith communities, and school personnel. The training will be held on Tuesday, May 7th from 4 to 6 p.m. at the T.J. Sampson Community Center. And the Barron County Chamber of Commerce is featuring a ribbon cutting this morning. Executive Director Ernie Myers called to tell us about the event.
The Barron County Chamber of Commerce has another ribbon cutting this morning, 11:30 in the morning at the Monticello Bank, the new location of the Monticello Bank. Now that's located on Happy Valley Road, just about a block down from where their former bank was located. They've already moved in, and I'll tell you what, it's real hard to miss there on Happy Valley Road. So we're going to celebrate their new building with a ribbon cutting at 11:30. Understand after the ribbon cutting, we're going to have a bite to eat, and we're looking very much forward to that new addition to our community. Ribbon cutting, Monticello Bank, 11:30 this morning. So that's what's happening with the Glasgow-Barron County Chamber of Commerce, working together, building a better community.
We have 616, 62 degrees here at WCLU. We'll be right back for more local news.
U.S. Bank encourages you to think outside the square. U.S. Bank in Glasgow offers multiple solutions to take credit card payments from your phone or tablet. Yes, U.S. Bank can take your small business mobile. Call Irvin Sorrell at 659-3200 in Glasgow, or Wes Mauser at 651-2106, or in Cave City, call Cheryl Davidson at 773-3112. Whether you're selling produce at the farmer's market or finalizing a construction project, U.S. Bank has a payment solution for you with 24/7 customer service. So think outside the square for your small business. It's all of us serving you. U.S. Bank, member FDIC.
At SCRTC, our $35 credit has brought a lot of smiles to our members. So, we're extending the offer. Now through June 30th, SCRTC is offering a $35 credit when you add or upgrade SCRTC Internet or TV services. Add those extra SCRTC TV channels to catch all the games. Get that faster SCRTC Internet you've needed, and get that SCRTC $35 credit too. So join in all the smiles and call SCRTC for this $35 credit now through June 30th.
Head into BG Tire before April the 18th and get a deal on a set of Michelin tires. BG Tire is way more than just tires. Even use your tax refund, because right now, buy any set of 4 Michelin passenger or light truck tires and receive a $70 MasterCard reward card after rebate submission. BG Tire, your trusted full-service auto center for alignments, oil changes, and brake service. Across from BG Home Furnishings on Lovers Lane and Bowling Green. Hurry, because offer ends April 18th.
In more news this hour, federal authorities say they have charged 60 people, including 31 doctors, for their roles in illegal prescribing and distributing of opioids and other dangerous drugs. The action announced Wednesday in Cincinnati and Washington resulted from the Federal Appalachian Regional Prescription Opioid Strike Force and includes defendants in at least 7 states. They are Alabama, Kentucky, Louisiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, and West Virginia. Authorities say the 60 include a total of 53 medical professionals tied to some 350,000 prescriptions and 32 million pills. U.S. health authorities have reported there were more than 70,000 drug overdose deaths in 2017 for a rate of 21.7 per 100,000 people. West Virginia and Ohio have regularly been among the states with the highest overdose death rates as the opioid crisis has swelled in recent years. Some Kentuckians struggling with homelessness are asking for an ordinance that requires homeless camps be given notice of camp clearings at least 21 days in advance. News outlets report the ordinance was proposed to a Lexington-Fayette Urban County Council committee on Tuesday. The General Government and Social Services Committee said it will revisit the issue at its May 14th meeting. The city has removed 14 homeless camps since July, with several being taken down during winter. The director of Lexington's Homeless Prevention and Intervention Office, Polly Reddick, says the city gives residents time to collect belongings before camp removals, but there's no standard amount of time. Jenny Ramsey is the co-founder of one of Lexington's homeless shelters. She says the ordinance is needed to provide consistency. A Kentucky school district where 2 students were fatally shot last year has been awarded a second federal grant to help recover from the tragedy. U.S. Education Secretary Betsy DeVos traveled to Marshall County with Kentucky Governor Matt Bevin on Wednesday to announce the Project School Emergency Response to Violence grant. The award is for more than $460,000. A previous grant was for $138,000. The money will fund more school resource officers and hall monitors, and a school nurse will be hired. More than a dozen students were injured in the January 23, 2018 shooting at Marshall County High School in western Kentucky. A teenage classmate is charged with murder and assault. Kentucky education officials said students who aren't ready to return to school can continue studying online at home. An arsenal of new technology is being put to the test fighting floods this year as rivers inundate towns and farm fields across the central United States. Drones, supercomputers, and sonar that scans deep underwater are helping to maintain flood control projects and predicting just where rivers will roar out of their banks. U.S. scientists said in their spring weather outlook that 13 million people are at risk of major inundation from flooding, with another 41 million people are at risk of moderate flooding. Forecasters with the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration are now able to monitor a vastly larger part of the nation's river system with a new computer model. Emergency officials also can simulate various scenarios predicting what could happen if flooding washes away a levee or crashes through a dam. Bourbon is synonymous with Kentucky, and now the state's flagship university wants to teach the next generation of master distillers who will produce the amber spirit. Jim Beam Bourbon said Wednesday it will donate $5 million to the University of Kentucky to establish the James M. Beam Institute for Kentucky Spirits. Albert Bellotti, the top executive at Beam Suntory, which owns the Jim Beam brand, says the donation is an investment in bourbon's future. The institute will offer courses across engineering, chemistry, business, law, horticulture, forestry, food science, and entomology. Fred No, Jim Beam's seventh-generation master distiller, says the industry needs to focus on educating new distillers, scientists, and engineers to continue bourbon's global growth. The Kentucky Distillers Association says the Bluegrass State produces 95% of the world's bourbon supply. 622, 62 degrees here at WCLU. I'm Brennan Crane. Up next, we have the Scotty Report.
It's been another great week to be a Scotty. Congrats to the GHS Band on receiving perfect scores at the KMEA Concert Festival on Friday. This is the 5th year in a row for straight distinguished ratings. Congratulations to the combined and advanced choirs on their performances at the 3rd District KMEA Choral Festival. Both choirs received distinguished ratings. The first session of the Youth Service Center's Eat Healthy, Live Strong initiative will be held after school on Monday, April 22nd from 3 to 5. Come have fun learning workout tips from Coach Forster and preparing delicious snacks with Mrs. Claywell. Sign up Friday in the YSC. The Lady Scotties basketball team will be hosting a basketball camp at GHS for grades K through 3 on May 6th through 8th from 3:15 to 5, and for grades 4th through 8th on May 13th through 15th from 3:15 to 5. The cost is $30. Applications are available in the front office. Congratulations to the Scotty baseball team for their victory over Barron County on Tuesday. They will host Edmonson County tonight with the game starting at 5:30. The Scotties will host Metcalfe County on Friday night with the game time starting at 5, and on Saturday the Scotties will visit Warren East. The game will start at 11. The Lady Scotties defeated Bowling Green on Monday 6-5, but fell short to Monroe County on Tuesday night. They will host Barron County tonight with the game time starting at 5. On Friday, they will host Todd County Central, game starting at 5 and 8, and play the Lady Cat Classic at Edmonson County this Saturday. Good luck to all of our Scotty athletes. This has been McKay Bowles for this week's Scotty Report. Shine on, Scotties, and stay true to the blue.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Federal law enforcement officials have announced that 60 people, including several Kentuckians, have been charged in a prescription drug crackdown. 3 doctors, a dentist, and an office assistant were charged out of the Eastern District of Kentucky.
Enforcement and treatment are both critical, as of course is prevention, if we're to turn the tide of this opioid crisis. And I believe we can.
That's U.S. Attorney Ben Glassman. The doctors are responsible for illegally flooding the area with more than 30 million prescription opioid pills. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell is officially running for re-election.
Let's let the American people decide. Who will Americans trust?
McConnell released a video highlighting his ties to President Trump. The ad touts McConnell's role in the confirmation of 2 conservative Supreme Court justices. McConnell has been in the Senate since 1985. The newly unveiled Lincoln Corsair SUV will be built in Louisville. Lincoln took the wraps off its new compact SUV at the New York Auto Show. The SUV will take the place of the Lincoln MKC in the automaker's lineup and is based on the same architecture underneath the new Ford Escape. Another Kentucky Wildcat is ending his collegiate career. Keldon Johnson announcing on Twitter that he would remain in the NBA draft.
Big Blue Nation, thank you for my time here in Kentucky. I really enjoyed it.
The freshman guard averaged more than 13 points per game for Kentucky. Jim Beam is donating $5 million to the University of Kentucky to establish the Beam Institute for Kentucky Spirits. It will offer courses across engineering, chemistry, business, law, food science, and etymology. I'm Paul Miles.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
The new FN 509 midsize 9mm pistol is now part of FN's legendary concealed carry lineup, and it is a natural fit. With its smaller grip frame modeled after the battle-proven million rounds tested FN 509, the FN 509 midsize comes with two 15-round magazines and naturally improves concealability. Available at your local firearms dealer. FN, the world's most battle-proven firearms.
April is finally here, and it's my favorite time of year because it's Distracted Driving Awareness Month. And it's incredibly important to my life and my story because at 22, I had to have a partial hip replacement due to someone thinking that their phone was a little bit more important than the person's life in front of them. At 22, I was a big runner. That was the quickest way I could relieve stress. I can't run anymore. I also had big plans to start a family. I can't carry children because my hips cannot bear the weight. At 22, my parents, alongside my physical therapist, had to reteach me how to walk. So this month and every month, I just urge you to put your phone down.
South Central Kentucky Monuments in Glasgow wants you to know that if you've recently lost a loved one or if you're thinking about a pre-need monument, they're here to make the process as stress-free as possible. With plenty of examples and a multitude of custom options, South Central Kentucky Monuments has the ability to offer you exactly what you want or help steer you in the right direction based on your preferences. Let my friends David and Adam Jesse provide the service and craftsmanship you deserve. To learn more, visit southcentralkymonuments.com.
Barron County Business Supply. For all your home office, business, and school supply needs. They've just received another truckload of high-quality scratch and dent furniture at incredible savings. Chairs, desks, cabinets, more savings and more selection from Barron County Business Supply. Free next-day delivery to anywhere in South Central Kentucky. There's several ways to place your order. Visit their website online at bcbsupply.com. Call toll-free at 1-866-9-BARRON. Barron County Business Supply. The area's #1 supplier of office products.
From WCLU, it is 628, 62 degrees. In area funeral announcements this hour, Judith C. Pierce, age 80, of Cave City, died Wednesday at Signature Healthcare of Hart County. She was born in 1938 in Wyandotte, Michigan, to the late George and Cecilia Manning Hadow. She was a retired cafeteria worker in the El Paso school system, and locally she worked at DART. She was a member of the Cave City Methodist Church. Survivors include her children, Michael Pierce of Cave City, Kevin James Pierce of Texas, Danny William Pierce of California, Terry Lee Pierce of Texas, Carrie Marion Pierce of Texas, and a sister, Lois Mock of Southgate, Michigan. 4 grandchildren, 2 great-grandchildren. Cremation was chosen for Judith C. Pierce. No visitation or funeral services will be held. Arrangements under the direction of the Bob Hunt Funeral Chapel. Mary Lois Shive Grider, age 86, of Randolph, died Tuesday at Metcalf Healthcare. She worked as a housewife and was a member of the Mount Moriah Cumberland Presbyterian Church. She attended New Beginnings Church of God, where she enjoyed hearing her grandson preach. Survivors include 2 daughters, Deborah Brythe and Dana Parnell, both of Randolph. 1 son, Danny Grider of Randolph. 4 grandchildren, Wendy Stevens, Tammy Harris, Scotty Grider, and Josh Grider. 6 great-grandchildren, Chase Stevens, Gracie Harris, Sam Grider, Caitlin Turner, Jackson Grider, and Landon Grider. 1 special niece, Delphia Garrett. Service for Mary Lois Shive Grider will be Friday at 2 at the McMurtry Funeral Home. Burial in the Pleasant Hill Cemetery at Randolph. Visitation begins today at 4 p.m. Memorials can be made to the Pleasant Hill Cemetery or to the Summershade Fire Department. Frances Eisenberg, age 91, of Oakland, died Monday. She was born in Barron County to the late Wesley and Virginia Wells. She moved to Warren County as a teenager. After graduating from North Warren High School, she married the late Earl B. Eisenberg upon his return from World War II. She lived the role of a farmer's wife and continued to do so even after her husband's death for another 50 years. In addition, she worked as a school bus driver and school cafeteria worker for Warren County Schools and volunteered as a 4-H leader for just as many. Her church work as a lifelong member of the Smiths Grove United Methodist Church included the making of 13 quilts given to the Mary Kendall Home for Teen Girls. She was also a member of the Methodist Women and the Smiths Grove Homemakers. She is survived by 2 children, Bobby Eisenberg of Oakland and Joyce Wiley of Largo, Florida, 3 grandsons and 5 great-grandsons. The funeral service for Frances Eisenberg will be at 1 o'clock on Saturday at Hardy & Sons Funeral Home, Smiths Grove Chapel, with burial to follow in the Smiths Grove Cemetery. Visitation begins at 10 o'clock on Saturday morning and continues until time for service. Family request donations in her memory be made to the Redbird Mission of Beverly, Kentucky. Funeral services for Timothy Franklin Tim Norris, age 63, of Glasgow, will be at 3 o'clock on Friday at the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home, followed by cremation. Visitation will be from 4 until 8 p.m. today and continue with the family on Friday from 1 p.m. until time for service. The family request memorial contributions be made to the Glasgow Baptist Church or to Brawa. Funeral services for Thomas O. Tom Cole, age 91, of Glasgow, will be today at 1 o'clock at A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Burial to follow in the Happy Valley Memorial Gardens. Military honors provided by the DAV Chapter Number 20 of Glasgow. Obituary information is available 24 hours a day, free online at WCLUradio.com. No login is necessary.
Introducing Wendy's new $5 Biggie Bag. It's got a new bacon double stack made with a quarter pound of fresh beef plus nuggets, fries, and a drink. Try Wendy's $5 Biggie Bag today. Biggie Bag includes 4-piece nuggets, small fries, and a small drink. Fresh beef available in the contiguous U.S., Alaska, and Canada. Approximate weight before cooked. Price and participation may vary in Alaska and Hawaii.
Time for a sipcation with Wendy's summer beverages. Grab a strawberry lemonade, breathe in deep, and take a sip. And it's all thanks to Destination Wendy's. At participating Wendy's for a limited time.
If you're going to improve your home and property by investing in a pool, doesn't it make sense to get it from somebody willing to put their name on it? Jeff Adams at Adams Pools and Supplies is ready to get the job started. Plus, they're having a spring sale to get you in the mood for fun in the sun. Right now, buy a Solstice 24-foot pool with a 20-year liner warranty and 30-year wall warranty. For a limited time, pay only $24.99. Bigger sizes at equally great prices. An 18 by 33 pool, $36.99. 15 by 30, $33.99. And a 27-foot pool, just $27.99. Adams Pools has local installers with decades of experience in installing pools. If it's an Adams pool, it comes with corrosion protection on all metal components using the most reliable coating in the industry. And of course, Adams Pools has everything you'll need after installation, like Vacuosil non-chlorine chemicals. 270-866-2365. That's the number to call to get the ball rolling. 270-866-2365 on Grider Road in Russell Springs. No matter where you live in southern Kentucky, let Adams Pools do the job right. 61 degrees at WCLU. Let's go ahead and look at the weather forecast in a little more detail. We've got a chance to check in with Ray Stajic. A busy day at the Weather Channel. How's it going to turn out, Ray?
Got some big changes coming. Thunderstorms are going to roll on through with a powerful cold front. Our chance for rain goes up, especially as we head on through later today, tonight. And then that cooler weather will start spilling in by tomorrow. So it's back to jackets after a 76 as we go through this afternoon. Cloudy through the remainder of the morning, or the clouds will be increasing on a south breeze. Thunderstorms coming in early tonight. Occasional rain overnight. Might get some decent rainfall as we drop back to 50. And the front will go through. Listen to temperatures tomorrow. Only in the low 50s, so we don't budge much. Could be a few showers around. Tomorrow night we're near 40 degrees. Saturday some light rain, 56. Then on Easter Sunday, much better. Listen to this turnaround. In the morning, we'll start off at 40, then sunshine in the afternoon, all the way up to 73. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ray. I'm always encouraged with his positive way of looking at things right there. A much better day on Easter Sunday. That just sounds good, doesn't it? Let's look at our current conditions. The barometric pressure this morning is at 29.84. Winds are calm, humidity at 64%. No rain in the bucket as of yet, but if we look at the WCLU constant coverage and studio radar screen, we see the front. It's very well defined. If you're with us on EPB Channel 6 or on our Facebook Live feed, you can see thunderstorm activity parallel to the Ohio River from, well, way down at about, what do they call that town? Monkey's Eyebrow down there in the far southwest corner of Kentucky, all the way going up through Owensboro, up into, well, really just close to Evansville this morning as well. So it's out there. It's headed here, and Ray says it's going to be different when it does come. So that's what we have in the way of current conditions and the way that the radar screen looks this morning here from WCLU. It is 6:35, 61 degrees on the Live and Local morning program. Why don't we just turn the corner right here? Let's turn to local sports. On today's local high school softball schedule, Glasgow hosts Barron County at American Legion Park in a 15th District matchup with the first pitch scheduled for 5 o'clock this afternoon. Joe Myers will have the broadcast of the game beginning around 4:55 on WCLU 103.1 FM and 1490 AM and online at playwclu.com. Other softball action this afternoon, Allen County Scottsville travels to Logan County. Monroe County goes to Franklin Simpson. Caverna plays at Adair County. Hart County welcomes Greene County. Edmondson County entertains Bowling Green. And Metcalfe County is at home against Cumberland County. Baseball today, Glasgow travels to Edmondson County. Allen County Scottsville visits Franklin Simpson. Caverna hosts Warren Central. Hart County plays at Grayson County. And Metcalfe County entertains Cumberland County. That's a check of local sports.
When was the last time you got your Ralphie on? What's getting your Ralphie on, you ask? When you're winning prizes and lining up the score in the arcade, you're getting your Ralphie on. When you're dancing under the lights on roller skates, you've turned on your inner Ralphies. When you bring your coworkers to bowl in the business league, your office staff has clocked in on Ralphie's time. If you suffer from symptoms such as lack of fun, feeling bored, if you get frequent urges to act like it's your birthday, or if you're just not smiling enough, you need to go to Ralphie's. That's Ralphie's Fun Center in Glasgow. A great place for any party, event, field trip, or church group. Get your Ralphie on.
It is a great place to do all kinds of fun things. It's Ralphie's Fun Center. It's a part of our name. Let me tell you about our birthdays today that we know about so far. Let me first of all make sure I don't have a gongaree here. Got to double check that. No, I think we're all smooth here today. For example, Evelyn Gardner has a birthday. Marla Furlong Stewart. Thelbert Granger. Did I say that right? Thelbert Granger is 83. Hunter Browning is 19. Donita Bartley is 76 today. Betty McFarland, happy birthday to you, Betty. Pam Wilhoit is 48. Valerie Thomas with a birthday today, too. It's all birthdays so far. Room on the paper for anniversaries and a lot more birthdays. And we just enjoy everybody getting up in a good mood and giving us a call here at WCLU. 651-9149, 800-956-1023, and online at WCLUradio.com. Let me go ahead and jump in here and tell you that we are patting on the back today a really fine gentleman. It's Leroy Deckard Day on the radio. Now, Leroy had a birthday last week. We were sort of slammed in trying to get everybody patted on the back that needed to be patted on the back, and certainly Leroy needs a good pat on the back for sure. So if you happen to see Leroy Deckard around today, you pat him on the back and tell him he's good as gold. From WCLU and a little taste of Texas, I got to jump in here and say good morning to folks checking in on Facebook Live like Roberta Houchin, Chad Livingston, Terry Pruitt, Darren Taylor. And so we got Donita Runyon tuned in up there as well. Y'all let us know. 651-9149, 800-956-1023. Online, WCLUradio.com. It's the archives coming at you in just a second.
It has always been in the plan of God for His people to be different. He's always wanted His people to stand out. In Isaiah 49, verse 6, He said they're to be a light to the nations. Matthew 5:14 through 16, a light on top of a hill. Yet for some reason, it's seemingly always been the case that men just want to blend in and look just like everyone else. We fear standing out. We fear being different. Why don't we fear God? 2 Corinthians 6:17. Therefore go out from their midst, be separate from them, says the Lord, and touch no unclean thing. Then I'll welcome you, I'll be a father to you, and you'll be sons and daughters to me. What is it you're doing to stand out, to be different, to be counted on by God? This has been Bart Warren for the South Green Street Church of Christ.
The great deals at Gilly Hyde Auto Group in Glasgow.
Stretch your hard-earned tax refund further during Gilly Hyde's Tax Time Sale-a-thon. Save big on over 450 pre-owned vehicles, starting at $2,500 up to like new 2018 models. Plus, we have over 100 vehicles priced below $9,900. We work with over 20 lenders to get you the vehicle you need and deserve, no matter your credit situation.
If car shopping makes you nervous, come to the home of legendary service.
This year, Bowling Green comes to the ballpark.
641 from WCLU, 61 degrees. I'm going to get the Archives theme song rolling right here, if y'all will go along with us. No matter how hectic it gets around here, when we play that particular theme song, things calm down a little bit because it's such a soothing sound. And Sam Terry is going to join us with the Archives after we hear this word from our sponsor, Joseph A. Wade, Industrial Hardware Service.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
All right, Sam Terry. Good morning. How are you, sir? Wait a minute. Hold on. You weren't with me, but now you are. Hey, Sam. How are you, sir?
I'm doing very well. How are you today?
I just punched a couple of different buttons there, and just blame it on me. Everything's really my fault around here if you trace it back. But 100 years ago, we have a lot to trace back, Sam. As we enjoy looking at the archives, you know, I learn something on this program every day as we talk about these things. I didn't realize, like 100 years ago, how big the strawberry crop was around here. And this story we have from 100 years ago, with a headline, you got to like this headline: Work for Kentucky Boys. Kentucky's far-famed strawberry crop will be a big one this year, according to reports from Bowling Green. 10,000 pickers are to be in the fields of Warren County alone. Did you hear that? 10,000 pickers to be in the field of Warren County alone, Sam.
Quite a number. That Barron County may not have even had 10,000 people living here in 1919.
Yeah. It says here the U.S. Boys Working Reserve. It sounds like that's an organization. The U.S. Boys Working Reserve. And the state YMCA will cooperate in running a camp for the Kentucky boys on the Claggett and Covington Farm, a mile and a quarter from Bowling Green. The camp will be open for the berry picking season on or about May the 19th. I can taste it now. You know, strawberries have been exceptionally good this year, I have noticed. Have you noticed that, Sam?
I have noticed that and enjoyed some over the recent weekend.
Yeah, and, you know, they don't need anything. I mean, sometimes, you know, they might need a little sweetener, or sometimes they might need a little cream or something. These things have been melted in your mouth, unadorned, I guess. Makes me hungry for some right now. Let's go to 1929, Sam, and the headline reads, of course, we were very much intrigued with aviation around here. And this day in 1929, the headline reads, "An airplane has busy day at Cave City last Sunday." So here's the story. For the past 3 years, the Embry-Riddle Company of Cincinnati has sent an aeroplane, that's AEROPLANE, an aeroplane, to Cave City. Each visit has seemed to increase in attendance from a few hundred the first year to about 3,000 last Sunday, Sam. What about that number?
That's quite a crowd.
That's getting up there in strawberry picking numbers.
Yes.
So great the number was the demand for the flight tickets, many were disappointed. Compliments were frequently heard on the ability and the skill of the pilot, Mr. Charles C. Waring, who made beautiful landings in the small field, although the air was choppy and dusty most of the day. Mr. Ellis Jones of Cave City was in the employ of the Embry-Riddle Company, accompanying Mr. Waring. The crowd was furnished amusement at the close of the day by Uncle Bob, Bethel, and Luke Amos, colored, taking a high, fast ride. Mr. Waring received many requests for an early return. Interesting, that story, Uncle Bob, Bethel, and Luke Amos. Were they like local comedians, you think?
I don't know. I've been curious about that, and I'm also curious where in Cave City this might have occurred. I'm sure that somebody in the Cave City area knows more about this.
Yeah, I would think so. I'd just stay away from Pruitt's Knob if you're trying to land that thing, for sure. But I'm sure there's some flat land over there that they did. It'd be fun to see if anybody in the Cave City area can tell us a little more about this. 3,000 people coming to ride in the aeroplane, 1929. And had 3,000 people even though the air was choppy. That I would think that would cut the crowd a little bit, but nope. All right, 1939, Sam, the Music Club holds the last meeting of the club year. We talked so much about how prominent the Music Club has been over the years around here. Well, the ladies' matinee musicale met at the Presbyterian Church Wednesday afternoon, Mrs. Albert Ely presiding. The subject was poetry and music, with Mrs. E.L. Myers, the chairman of the program committee. Included in the program was Virgil Neely, who wrote the music to Kipling's poem, If. He delighted the audience by singing the number, accompanied by Mrs. Gilbert Biggers on the violin and Mrs. Charles Shannon on the piano. Mrs. Ely, who served as the president of the club for the past 2 years, made her farewell speech and turned the gavel over to Mrs. H.W. Jolly, who made a short speech of acceptance. Mrs. Bryce Leach and Mrs. Jolly will go as delegates this week to Louisville to attend the state convention. Does that not put an exclamation point on what we think of music around here?
It certainly does, and all of those individuals have a very prominent place in the history of music in this community. And,
yes.
But that was a very interesting program.
Very well done transition from leadership, it sounds like, too, Sam. All right, we have 1949 to tell you about, sir, and this was one of those things. You think airplanes can draw a crowd. How about this? Cowboy movie actor to be in Glasgow on April the 23rd. Don Red Barry, that's B-A-R-R-Y. Don Red Barry, Hollywood's top-notch cowboy action star, will appear in person in Glasgow on Thursday night, April the 23rd, to referee an all-star wrestling match billed at the Armory. Now, you have seen the film star shooting, fighting, and romancing in the movies, so now it's your chance to see him in person. And if he's going to be the referee, he probably might do a little shooting, fighting, and romancing as well. Some of those matches up there at the Armory, I think Legend will tell us, they used to get close to out of hand. So if you're going to come to this, you better behave, because we're bringing in this Hollywood, let's see, what do they call him? Top-notch cowboy action star is going to be in Glasgow to do the refereeing of this wrestling match. I'm betting you that...
like an adventure.
I'm betting there were no seats available for that one either. Get to see a famed star and get to see some good wrestling. That was 1949. This day in 1959, Sam, we got the news in the archives about the marriage of Miss Helen Lee Clarkson, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Hurl Clarkson of Mudlick, and Mr. Landis Buddy Burks, the son of Mr. and Mrs. Rastus Burks of Freedom, was solemnized Saturday, March the 28th at 3 o'clock at Tompkinsville, with the Reverend C.E. Carter officiating at the double ring ceremony. So the marriage happened in March, but it's extra official now because they got it in the paper here in 1959. 1969, story about a fellow we talked a lot about. This was the day in 1969 that Lieutenant Colonel Joe L. Travis, a 37-year-old Glasgow attorney, is the new president of the Kentucky National Guard Association of Kentucky. Of course, we lost Mr. Travis, Colonel Travis, just a little while back, but it's important to note that he served his community not only as an attorney, but in the National Guard and other capacities as well, Sam.
He certainly did, and we continue to miss his presence in our community.
1969 president of the Kentucky National Guard Association. All right, 1979, this day was the day that Horse Cave Theater board member John Voight won the Best Actor for his role in Coming Home. That was a nice little community bump right there for sure in 1979.
Certainly was, and that was a badge of honor that the folks at Horse Cave Theater recruited John Voight to serve on their board, and I remember quite well the very first production there on opening night. He was in the audience.
It's pretty amazing. Of course, I missed the Horse Cave Theater, and it was a big undertaking, and it went so well for so long. But it was just fascinating how much traction and how much commitment we got from so many folks when the Horse Cave Theater was here. That was 1979, just a day or two ago. This day in 1989, Dana Taylor, a Temple Hill native, was named the new director of Metcalfe County's Mark Park. And the archivist who handled this item puts in parentheses that Dana Taylor had passed away in December of 2018. And I'm sure has left a mark as well as some of the others we've been talking about here today, Sam. 1999, this day, South Green Street Church of Christ announced Friends and Family Day on Sunday. And Steve Higginbotham, the pastor. Of course, Steve has moved on now, but we do still hear from him, and he did a program for a great number of years on this radio station and seems to be doing well. But in 99, it was Friends and Family Day coming up. And this day in 2009, Barron County High School Greenhouse is now open to the community Monday through Friday, 8 till 3. And you know what I saw come in just the other day, Sam? The Barron County Greenhouse is just about open now again. So it's something that they've done for a while and are going to continue to do. And why not? Because if it's something that's so well received by the community, let's deliver it again the next year. Greenhouses.
It's a very impressive operation, and certainly just the epitome of the idea of learning by doing.
Yes.
And we go out there and see the operation and see the beautiful plants that the students are growing and learning about and helping to prepare themselves for possible careers in agribusiness of some degree. So.
Well, here's the rest of I got this story, not story, but I've got some more information on that on this year. The Barron County Ag Department's greenhouse sales open and ready for business. Different types of tomatoes, peppers, cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli, cucumber, squash, Brussels sprouts, and eggplant. Different types of flower and hanging baskets for sale also. The greenhouse is located directly behind the high school, open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. until 3 p.m. until May the 15th. So, 10 years later, we can tell you that they're still doing things bigger and better as a part of that greenhouse, the Barron County Schools. And I think that's an excellent point. Get out there and get the stuff while the selection is good. You know, too many times in the greenhouse business, you just can't wait for the next shipment, the next truck, because that's just not the way it works. So see them today, all right? Anything else you'd like to add to this portion of the program, sir?
I think we've pretty much covered 100 years for this morning.
Yeah, well, it's interesting to see where we go and how we handle things. As far as when challenges are put before us, we accept the challenge. As you can imagine, we seem to like thrills, like getting this airplane in here in Cave City and getting a cowboy star to referee the wrestling match. We'll take it all. Sam, have a good day, sir.
You too.
Bye. The Archives brought to you by Joseph A. Wade Industrial Hardware Services. And we certainly enjoy them being the sponsor of the Archives. And we also enjoy the professional way in which they bring service to this community with the many wonderful things they do for farm and home and industry out at Joseph A. Wade Industrial Hardware Services.
Whether you have a little boo-boo or a great big boo-boo, when it comes to your car, who fixes those problems really matters. Shaw's Body Shop in Glasgow is a well-established, reputable company capable of taking care of any size damage to your car. In fact, many major insurance carriers have Shaw's on their preferred repair shop list. What does that tell you? It tells you whether you have a little ding or a big bang. Get it fixed right with Shaw's Body Shop on West Main, 651-5172.
You don't have to know the mechanics of how your car works. You just have to know mechanics who do. That's the story of Haywood Sales and Service. From a small engine repair center, Haywood Sales and Service has blossomed into a popular place for trusted vehicle service and repairs with ASE certified mechanics. They're your source for Cooper and Mastercraft tires for any vehicle. Pros who provide dependable service. Pros who won't overcharge you and who want your business. That's Haywood Sales and Service on Finney Road at Haywood. Discuss your needs at 270-814-1068. Everyone's time is at a premium. Using time wisely is even a mark on a young student's grade card. Well, at Ely Drugs, we value your time. That's why we have a website that lets you order prescription refills online with a simple click. Go to ElyDrugs.com and click on the icon that says Refill Request. That'll save you tons of time in getting the refill, plus making sure you take it on time, too. And talk about a time saver. Ely's investment in a new automated filling system means even shorter wait time. Ely Drugs helps you manage your health and your time. Check us out at ElyDrugs.com.
At Hardee's, we love to surprise people. Not like getting summoned to jury duty or mistaking your backpack for a parachute. Our surprises are good, like adding our delicious loaded omelet biscuit to our 2 for $4 mix and match deal. Choose between our loaded omelet biscuit, our tasty Frisco breakfast sandwich, our bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, or our savory sausage and egg biscuit. Get any 2 for $4. It's the best kind of surprise. I mean, it's no pulling into a paid parking meter, but it's a close second.
Hardee's because it tastes better.
Offer available for a limited time during regular breakfast hours at participating Hardee's restaurants. Price and participation may vary. Tax not included.
Weather from the WCLU Weather Center. Brought to you by South Central Bank.
Hello, I'm Todd Lockett, ag lender with South Central Bank. When I made the choice to join the South Central Bank team, I was blown away by our commitment to customer service and relationship banking. At South Central Bank, we work hard to cultivate trust and respect. The vision of the Bell family has grown from one single location to 29 convenient locations, each equipped to handle any of your needs, from cashing a check to buying your dream home or starting your business or farming operation. I would love the opportunity to gain your business and show you why South Central Bank is filled with people you can count on. South Central Bank, small enough to know you, big enough to help.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Got some big changes coming. Thunderstorms are going to roll on through with a powerful cold front. Our chance for rain goes up, especially as we head on through later today, tonight. And then that cooler weather will start spilling in by tomorrow. So it's back to jackets after a 76 as we go through this afternoon. Cloudy through the remainder of the morning, or the clouds will be increasing on a south breeze. Thunderstorms coming in early tonight. Occasional rain overnight. Might get some decent rainfall as we drop back to 50. And the front will go through. Listen to temperatures tomorrow. Only in the low 50s, so we don't budge much. Could be a few showers around. Tomorrow night we're near 40 degrees. Saturday some light rain, 56. Then on Easter Sunday, much better. Listen to this turnaround. In the morning we'll start off at 40, then sunshine in the afternoon, all the way up to 73. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Stidgick on WCLU, your home for local.
Let's zoom in here on the WCLU constant coverage and studio radar screen again. Showers still lining up along the Ohio River. The intensity of the thunderstorms have actually backed down a little bit. Heaviest shower that heaviest shower that we see is upriver between Henderson and Evansville this morning. And it's not really progressing too far to the east, so it looks like it's going to be a little while before we get any rain here in our part of the world in south central Kentucky. But right now we're waking up with 61 degrees here at WCLU. Weather brought to you by South Central Bank.
What if Jesus really did die on a cross? What if he really did rise from the dead? What if God's story is really true? Coral Hill, Emmanuel, First Baptist, and Harlow's Chapel invite you and your family to a Sunday morning Easter celebration of worship, April 21st at the Barron County High School Gymnasium. If the story is true, this changes everything. Come hear God's story of rescue and redemption. Doors open at 9, service begins at 10. Childcare provided.
Going on all month long at Shogun Bistro in Glasgow. When you purchase two $20 combos, you get one free kids meal. Available for dine-in only any Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday in April. Shogun Bistro. You've chosen wisely.
A dentist who understands your time is important? Dr. John Page in Tompkinsville is just that. It's safe to say nobody's a fan of dental problems, and if you work or if it's difficult to get to the dentist office, it's also safe to say you don't have time for numerous follow-ups and referrals. That's why Dr. John Page offers services other dental offices don't, like same-day crowns and dentures, and they perform many surgical procedures other dentists will refer you elsewhere for. So if you want a dentist who understands that your time is important, call the office of Dr. John Page in Tompkinsville today at 270-487-5196. That's 270-487-5196.
All right, 7:02 at WCLU. We are getting ready to play trivia and to see how smart folks are. We always enjoy that. Let me get over here, though, and tell you about a couple of things. If you want to be smart and show up to some of the things that are going on around here, I got to get my piece of information. I just now told you about the Ag Department's greenhouse sales at Barron County. Let me tell you about the Barron County Courthouse, closed at 11:30 tomorrow for the state-observed Good Friday holiday. Kentucky State Police won't be doing written tests tomorrow. The courthouse will be reopening on Monday, April the 22nd at 8 o'clock in the morning. We have a whole lot of folks, a whole lot of churches, a whole lot of congregations who have let us know about their Easter activities, and we're going to continue to share. We're going to try to focus on those coming up next hour so that everybody knows about the wonderful things that are going on. And I also want to throw in here, before we get into that the annual Parks and Recreation Easter egg hunt is Saturday at Beaver Creek Park. This year partnering with TJ Sampson to bring you the excellent time. Multiple prizes to be given away, over 10,000 eggs to be found, all stuffed with candy. The first hunt is 1 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. The event is free of charge for kids ages walking through 10 years old. If you have any questions, you can call the rec department at 651-3811.
When the going gets hungry, the hungry gets Wendy's, especially with $1.99 kids meals after 4 p.m. Because when you get dinner, your kid gets dinner for just $1.99. It's a win-win situation at participating Wendy's for a limited time.
You find yourself thinking about the future? Perhaps you are considering downsizing or purchasing your first home. Or maybe your family is growing and you need a bigger home. I'm Gay Parker, mortgage originator with Citizens First Bank. With my 40 years of experience helping homeowners in South Central Kentucky, I can find the best mortgage product for you, regardless of your stage of life. Stop in our Glasgow branch or apply online at citizensfirstbank.com. Citizens First, the best choice for the best mortgage loans.
NMLS number 419873. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. All
conditions subject to credit approval.
Can you believe it's been 2 years? 2 years. 2 years since Glasgow's favorite liquor store, Bear River Beverages, opened its doors to serve the public on Burkesville Road at the Parkway Interchange. So now it truly is a celebration. 2 years. Bear River Beverages Customer Appreciation Day will be Saturday, April the 27th from 11 until 2. We'll have free barbecue shoulder plates and hot dog plates for everyone. You might win a cornhole board or a golf bag or the coolest of coolers. Lots of t-shirts and koozies to be given away too. Bear River Beverages. Remember, it's Saturday, April the 27th between 11 and 2. We're celebrating as number 1 turns 2. Bear River Beverages, just seconds from the Cumberland Parkway on the Burkesville Road. Open Monday through Thursday, 7 till 9, Friday and Saturday, 7 till 11, and Sunday, noon till 8. Thank you for 2 wonderful years from Bear River Beverages. Bear River Beverages.
Congratulations. Are you excited about the new job?
Yes, but I don't know what to do with my 401k.
That's a big decision. As a Modern Woodman financial representative, I can explain your options and help you to make the best choice. I'm Anthony Mike. Call me today at 427-6807.
Get to know your local Modern Woodman representative to plan for your financial future and learn about valuable member benefits. Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures. Securities offered through MWA Financial Services, Inc., a wholly owned subsidiary of Modern Woodman of America.
61 degrees this morning at WCLU, 706. We are just enjoying talking to so many nice folks, and I just saw that, who did I see? This was so many folks chime in on Facebook Live. We enjoy just kind of acknowledging that fact because, hey, we know lots of places you could go, but Tina Ray Davis Sugar just checked in, and so did Sharon Peterson, and Chris Henderson checked in too. And I'm going to check in with Little Caesars, hear what's special out there, and you could be winning a big pizza next.
Wrap me in bacon, wrap him in bacon, and pour bacon crumbles on my head. Pour bacon crumbles on his head. Now that I think of it, I'll just go to Little Caesars. We'll go to Little Caesars. Get a bacon wrap deep dish pizza instead. Get a bacon wrap deep dish pizza instead.
Get Little Caesars large, hot and ready bacon wrap deep dish pepperoni and bacon pizza wrapped in over 3.5 feet of bacon for just $12 at participating locations plus tax.
Pizza.
Here's the question. Can you provide the answer? If so, Little Caesars provides your choice of a large sausage or a large pepperoni pizza. 651-9149, 800-956-1023. What do the United States, Liberia, and Myanmar have in common? The United States of America, along with Liberia and Myanmar, have one thing in common. Hello, Trivia. 651-9149, 800-956-1023. The U.S., Liberia, and Myanmar have something in common. You wouldn't think necessarily. Trivia.
They were settled by American slaves, former American slaves.
No, that's not right. Good thought, though, because you certainly the history of Liberia is certainly. We can go down that road a little later. Trivia.
Yes, they're the only countries that do not use the metrics.
And that is absolutely correct. And who's this speaking?
Chris Huffman.
Chris Huffman, how you doing, Chris?
Doing great. And how are you?
I'm doing real good, sir. So what do you know about this exactly, Chris?
Well, I don't know anything about Liberia and Myanmar, but I just know that we don't use a metric system, and you can find a lot on Google if you're quick enough with the keyboards.
Yeah, well, that's true. It is true that the United States and Liberia, which is you can't on the TV or on the Facebook Live, you can't see it. Liberia, which is in the south part of the continent of Africa, and then of course Myanmar, which used to be Burma, maybe. Anyway, it's I've never been there either. Chris, have you?
I've never been out of the country, so I guess that would solve that problem.
Well, anyway, those are the only 3 countries in the world who do not use the metric system. The United States, Liberia, and Myanmar. Now, here's the extra pepperoni question. You know, if you don't use the metric system, what is the name of the system you use, Chris? And I didn't know this.
Now that's got a new one on me right there.
It's the imperial system. The imperial system, which was actually designed by in 1824 by the British Office of Weights and Measures.
It's amazing that we use it every day, but we didn't know what it was called.
That's right. But you think about it, it's for all the countries in the world but 3 to use the metric system. That says a whole lot about the metric system and about how that most everybody doesn't have any problem with it. So, yeah. But I just thought that was an interesting question right there.
I think it is too.
Well, now, Chris, you've got a big pizza coming from Little Caesars. Come by the radio station. We got a coupon, and you will enjoy that, okay?
Okay, I appreciate it.
Okay.
Have a good day.
Have a good day. See, Chris Huffman, he's on the radio this morning. That's right. The United States and Liberia and Myanmar are the only 3 countries that don't use the metric system. Lots more to talk about that. And another caller talked about Liberia being a country settled by former slaves. That is very true, and there's a really it's a whole neat piece of history how Liberia is going. Myanmar, on the other hand, has a lot of problems over there. Myanmar actually has the longest civil war in history going on. So they really can't worry about changing any kind of a system of measure. They got bigger problems. Well, we'll play tomorrow. Thanks to Chris Huffman for jumping in here today. And thanks to Little Caesars for providing us with such a neat prize.
Did you know termites cause over $5 billion in property damage each year? Luckily, you can protect your home with Arrow Exterminators and the Centricon system with always active technology. Centricon creates a protective barrier around your home to stop termites before they ever have the chance to attack. It is truly investment protection for your home. The pros at Arrow Exterminators also specialize in pest, mosquito, and fire ant control. And you can feel good knowing that all services are backed with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. All you have to do is schedule a free home evaluation, and a licensed Arrow professional will come to your home and inspect, identify, and then treat in the most environmentally responsible method available today. Call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com. That's 888-GO-ARROW or arrowexterminators.com. It's not just pest control, it's Arrow Exterminators Pest Control.
CBS News Update. Democrats are criticizing the Attorney General ahead of today's release of Robert Mueller's full report on the Russia investigation. CBS's Natalie Brand is in Washington.
Just before its release, Attorney General William Barr is expected to hold a news conference.
He has briefed the White House on the report.
House Judiciary Chairman Jerry Nadler accuses Barr of covering for President Trump and says he will spin the report's findings.
George Washington University law professor Jonathan Turley.
It is very likely that the obstruction part of the report will have damaging information. There was clearly a division among the prosecutors as to whether a case of obstruction could be brought.
President Trump may weigh in after the report is released. The Attorney General has blacked out parts of the 400 pages, including grand jury testimony. CBS News Update. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
The Royce Radio Family. WCLU, 1490 Glasgow. WCLU FM, 102.3 Munfordville, Glasgow. And W276DO 103.1 Glasgow.
Have you been putting off buying a new vehicle? Well, Bailey Gibson in Glasgow says the wait is over. Just announced, and for a limited time, GM is extending supplier pricing to every customer, plus cash allowance on all 2018 and 2019 Buicks and GMC cars and SUVs in stock. What's the bottom line? Pick out your next Buick, GMC, or SUV from the huge in-stock inventory at Bailey Gibson, and you'll get up to 16% off MSRP on all cars and SUVs in stock. Couldn't get any simpler. Don't miss out. Come to Bailey Gibson Buick GMC, 306 Happy Valley Road, Glasgow.
ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance. Yes, we have a history and roots in Southern Kentucky. Yes, we have a large staff to support our clients with the attention and efficiency they deserve. Best of all, we continue to get better at what we do. You make us better. Let us show you the type of insurance experience we think should always come standard. Every person, family, home, farm, or business we serve gets our best effort. Dedicated to what's best for you, we're ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902, I'm Jared Persley, and I'd love the opportunity to work with you. Please give us a call.
For WCLU News, I'm Brennan Crane reporting. The Warren County Sheriff's Office is attempting to locate a missing 17-year-old juvenile, Hyare Gallegos. Gallegos is described as a Hispanic female around 5 foot 5 inches and 125 pounds. Gallegos was last seen in the Oakland area on Tuesday around 8 in the evening. She was wearing blue jeans, a navy blue tank top, black shoes, and white socks. Please contact the Warren County Sheriff's Office with any information regarding the whereabouts of Gallegos. On the morning of April 17th, the Allen County Sheriff's Office executed search warrants at multiple residences within Allen County. The warrants were obtained in relation to the ongoing investigation into the 2017 shooting death of Wendell O. Jackson on Hadebell Road in Allen County. The search revealed approximately 21 grams of crystal methamphetamine and multiple firearms at one residence. This resulted in the arrest of Jackie Mutter, 64 of Scottsville, for multiple charges including trafficking in a controlled substance methamphetamine, possession of a handgun by a convicted felon, endangering the welfare of a minor, and other charges. As the investigation progressed, evidence was obtained linking Mutter to the death of Wendell O. Jackson. Jackie Mutter has been subsequently charged and arrested for murder in relation to Jackson's death and has been lodged in the Allen County Detention Center. The investigation is being led by Allen County Sheriff's Office Detective William Francis. The Allen County Sheriff's Office was assisted by the Scottsville Police Department, Barron River Drug Task Force, Kentucky State Police, and Allen County EMS. A Cave City man has been arrested after a narcotics investigation. On Tuesday morning, officers from the Cave City Police Department executed a search warrant at 704 Grinstead Mill Road in Cave City in reference to an ongoing narcotic investigation. Inside the residence, officers located a large quantity of suspected methamphetamine, digital scales, and other items used to traffic narcotics. 32-year-old Michael Johnson of Cave City was arrested and charged with trafficking a controlled substance first degree over 2 grams of methamphetamine and possession of drug paraphernalia. The case is ongoing and further arrests and charges are possible, according to the Cave City Police Department. Kentucky State Trooper Jonathan Carlock is investigating a single-vehicle fatal collision that occurred Tuesday at approximately 9:41 in the morning, 5 miles north of Russell Springs on US 127. Walter R. Parsons, age 59, of Stanford, was operating a northbound 2013 Nissan Juke when he dropped off the shoulder of the roadway, overcorrected, struck an embankment, and overturned several times. Parsons was ejected from the vehicle. He was transported to the Russell County Hospital, where he was pronounced deceased a short time later. Trooper Carlock was assisted at the scene by Trooper Martin Wesley, Russell County EMS, and the Russell County Sheriff's Department. On this morning's 911 activity report, there was a barn fire on A.L. Shirley Road yesterday at around 5:10 in the afternoon. The East Barron and Hinesville Volunteer Fire Departments both responded. The Barron County Circuit Court Clerk's Office, Kentucky ASAP of Barron, Hart, and Metcalfe Counties, and the Kentucky Office of Drug Control Policy are sponsoring training on the Matthew Casey Wethington Act of Substance Abuse Intervention. This law allows parents, relatives, and or friends to petition the court for the treatment on behalf of a person who is unable to recognize his or her need for treatment due to their impairment. Everyone is welcome to attend, including families, court personnel, judges, attorneys, health professionals, law enforcement, faith communities, and school personnel. The training will be held on Tuesday, May 7th from 4 to 6 p.m. at the T.J. Sampson Community Center. The Barron County Chamber of Commerce is featuring a ribbon cutting this morning. Executive Director Ernie Myers called to tell us about the event.
The Barron County Chamber of Commerce has another ribbon cutting this morning, 11:30 in the morning at the Monticello Bank, the new location of the Monticello Bank. Now that's located on Happy Valley Road, just about a block down from where their former bank was located. They've already moved in, and I'll tell you what, it's real hard to miss there on Happy Valley Road. So we're going to celebrate their new building with a ribbon cutting at 11:30. Understand after the ribbon cutting, we're going to have a bite to eat, and we're looking very much forward to that new addition to our community. Ribbon cutting, Monticello Bank, 11:30 this morning. So that's what's happening with the Glasgow-Barron County Chamber of Commerce, working together, building a better community.
We have 61 degrees here at WCLU. We'll be right back for more news.
Mommy, I don't feel good.
Those are words a parent never wants to hear, but don't worry. I'm here to help when you do. This is nurse practitioner Brittany Jackson with Jackson Health and Wellness Clinic. Cold and flu season can be scary and intimidating unless you have a plan. Be sure to wash your hands, drink water, eat well, and get plenty of rest. But when that doesn't work, or when your kid picks up the latest bug tearing through their class, Jackson Health and Wellness Clinic is here to help. We offer same-day appointments for sick visits, and we make sure that we are up to date on the latest treatments to guide you through whatever hits you or your family. Many times, quick response can head off the worst of the symptoms, so put Jackson Health and Wellness Clinic on your speed dial and let us get you feeling better faster. 270-629-6722. Remember our new location right across from TJ Sampson Hospital at 1214B North Race Street. Together, we can keep you on the path to good health.
Call my mama. She will make you all better. 270-629-6722.
Everybody wants to feel good about their pharmacy, but in the quest for good health, price does become a factor. In Glasgow, we have a pharmacy that has been able to combine customer service with the lowest possible price day in and day out. That pharmacy is Park Avenue Pharmacy. Ask your friends. They'll tell you that when comparing the price of prescription drugs time and time again, Park Avenue Pharmacy is the lowest price. And with full-time pharmacists and friendly faces you know, you should request the prescriptions be filled at Park Avenue Pharmacy. Park Avenue Pharmacy is located in the Park Avenue Shopping Center, easy to get to from anywhere. Phone 651-5156. You can get low prices and full service. Simply trust Park Avenue Pharmacy in Glasgow.
At Hardee's, we love to surprise people. Not like getting summoned to jury duty or mistaking your backpack for a parachute. Our surprises are good, like adding our delicious loaded omelet biscuit to our 2 for $4 mix and match deal. Choose between our loaded omelet biscuit, our tasty Frisco breakfast sandwich, our bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, or our savory sausage and egg biscuit. Get any 2 for $4. It's the best kind of surprise. I mean, it's no pulling into a paid parking meter, but it's a close second.
Hardee's because it tastes better.
Offer available for a limited time during regular breakfast hours at participating Hardee's restaurants. Price and participation may vary. Tax not included.
In more news this hour, federal authorities say they have charged 60 people, including 31 doctors, for their roles in illegal prescribing and distributing of opioids and other dangerous drugs. The action announced Wednesday in Cincinnati and Washington resulted from the Federal Appalachian Regional Prescription Opioid Strike Force and includes defendants in at least 7 states. They are Alabama, Kentucky, Louisiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, and West Virginia. Authorities say the 60 include a total of 53 medical professionals tied to some 350,000 prescriptions and 32 million pills. U.S. health authorities have reported there were more than 70,000 drug overdose deaths in 2017 for a rate of 21.7 per 100,000 people. West Virginia and Ohio have regularly been among the states with the highest overdose death rates as the opioid crisis has swelled in recent years. Some Kentuckians struggling with homelessness are asking for an ordinance that requires homeless camps to be given notice of camp clearings at least 21 days in advance. News outlets report the ordinance was proposed to Lexington-Fayette Urban County Council Committee on Tuesday. The General Government and Social Services Committee said it will revisit the issue at its May 14th meeting. The city has removed 14 homeless camps since July, with several being taken down during winter. The director of Lexington's Homeless Prevention and Intervention Office, Polly Ruddick, says the city gives residents time to collect belongings before camp removals, but there's no standard amount of time. Jenny Ramsey is the co-founder of one of Lexington's homeless shelters. She says the ordinance is needed to provide consistency. A Kentucky school district where 2 students were fatally shot last year has been awarded a second federal grant to help recover from the tragedy. U.S. Education Secretary Betsy DeVos traveled to Marshall County with Kentucky Governor Matt Bevin on Wednesday to announce the project's School Emergency Response to Violence grant. The award is for more than $460,000. A previous grant was for $138,000. The money will fund more school resource officers and hall monitors, and a school nurse will be hired. More than a dozen students were injured in the January 23, 2018 shooting at Marshall County High School in western Kentucky. A teenage classmate is charged with murder and assault. Kentucky education officials said students who aren't ready to return to school can continue studying online at home. An arsenal of new technology is being put to the test fighting floods this year as rivers inundate towns and farm fields across the central United States. Drones, supercomputers, and sonar that scans deep underwater are helping to maintain flood control projects and predicting just where rivers will roar out of their banks. U.S. scientists said in their spring weather outlook that 13 million people are at risk of major inundation from flooding, with another 41 million people are at risk of moderate flooding. Forecasters with the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration are now able to monitor a vastly larger part of the nation's nation's river system with a new computer model. Emergency officials also can simulate various scenarios, predicting what could happen if flooding washes away a levee or crashes through a dam. Bourbon is synonymous with Kentucky, and now the state's flagship university wants to teach the next generation of master distillers who will produce the amber spirit. Jim Beam Bourbon said Wednesday it will donate $5 million to the University of Kentucky to establish the James B. Beam Institute for Kentucky Spirits. Albert Bellotti, the top executive at Beam Centauri, which owns the Jim Beam brand, says the donation is an investment in bourbon's future. The institute will offer courses across engineering, chemistry, business, law, horticulture, forestry, food science, and entomology. Fred No, Jim Beam's seventh-generation master distiller, says the industry needs to focus on educating new distillers, scientists, and engineers to continue bourbon's global growth. The Kentucky Distillers Association says the Bluegrass State produces 95% of the world's bourbon supply. It's 7:25, 61 degrees here at WCLU. Up next, we have the Scotty Report.
It's been another great week to be a Scotty. Congrats to the GHS Band on receiving perfect scores at the KMEA Concert Festival on Friday. This is the 5th year in a row for straight distinguished ratings. Congratulations to the combined and advanced choirs on their performances at the 3rd District KMEA Choral Festival. Both choirs received distinguished ratings. The first session of the Youth Service Center's Eat Healthy, Live Strong initiative will be held after school on Monday, April 22nd from 3 to 5. Come have fun learning workout tips from Coach Forster and preparing delicious snacks with Mrs. Claywell. Sign up Friday in the YSC. The Lady Scotties basketball team will be hosting a basketball camp at GHS for grades K through 3 on May 6th through 8th from 3:15 to 5, and for grades 4th through 8th on May 13th through 15th from 3:15 to 5. The cost is $30. Applications are available in the front office. Congratulations to the Scotty baseball team for their victory over Barron County on Tuesday. They will host Edmonson County tonight with the game starting at 5:30. The Scotties will host Metcalfe County on Friday night with the game time starting at 5, and on Saturday the Scotties will visit Warren East. The game will start at 11. The Lady Scotties defeated Bowling Green on Monday 6-5, but fell short to Monroe County on Tuesday night. They will host Barron County tonight with the game time starting at 5. On Friday, they will host Todd County Central, game starting at 5 and 8, and play the Lady Cat Classic at Edmonson County this Saturday. Good luck to all of our Scotty athletes. This has been McKay Bowles for this week's Scotty Report. Shine on, Scotties, and stay true to the blue.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell launches his re-election campaign with a video touting his accomplishments. Haley Hansen reports.
Let's let the American people decide.
The over 3-minute-long video highlights the Kentucky Republicans' successful efforts to prevent former President Obama's Supreme Court nominee, while also praising his confirmations of Justices Neil Gorsuch and Brett Kavanaugh. It also mentions McConnell's backing of hemp legislation and the Republican-led tax cuts. So far, no other Republican has announced a primary challenge to McConnell. Only one Democrat, activist Stephen Cox, has announced his candidacy. I'm Haley Hansen.
3 Kentucky doctors, a dentist, and an office assistant are being charged in connection with a federal opioid crackdown. The Justice Department says doctors in several states were prescribing powerful opioids in exchange for sex and cash. Assistant Attorney General Brian Benchowski says the 60 indictments against doctors, pharmacists, and medical professionals in multiple states marks the single largest prescription opioid law enforcement operation in history.
Combating the opioid epidemic is a significant priority for the Trump administration, for the Department of Justice, and for the American people. We're employing every tool at our disposal to address this crisis.
The task force is comprised of officials from multiple government agencies across the states of Kentucky, Ohio, Tennessee, Alabama, and West Virginia. Professional golfer and Kentucky native Justin Thomas has launched a foundation to help children in need, junior golfers, and military families.
It's going to be something that is very impactful, and there's no greater feeling than when you're able to help those that are less fortunate or those that are in need.
I'm Paul Miles.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
The new FN 509 midsize 9mm pistol is now part of FN's legendary concealed carry lineup, and it is a natural fit. With its smaller grip frame, modeled after the battle-proven million rounds tested FN 509, the FN 509 midsize comes with two 15-round magazines and naturally improves concealability. Available at your local firearms dealer. FN, the world's most battle-proven firearms.
Another twist on an old scam. Don't fall for this new Publishers Clearinghouse scam. Better Business Bureau's president and CEO, Rihanna Smith Hamblin, has more.
Consumers are receiving phone calls saying they've won tons of money in a new car. All the consumer has to do is purchase a prize registration license. The scammer will end up with your bank or credit card information. Don't fall for it. For substantial winnings, the real Publishers Clearinghouse will knock on your door. For more tips, go to bbb.org.
Lots of extras inside and out during this complete estate auction Saturday morning in Park City. Elmore Realty and Auction is proud to host the Orville Clark Estate Sale, a very well-kept home with 2 bedrooms, full bath, spacious living room, kitchen, utility room, a single carport, and storage buildings. Just a few of the highlights. The personal property is a treasure trove of items, a very large collection of handguns, hunting rifles, even a muzzle loader, a large personal collection, over 100 case knives, lots of collectibles, limited editions, and foreign-made knives. Lots of homeware and appliances. Kelvinator refrigerator, Roper washer and dryer set, couches and chairs, hutch, dinnerware. There's so much to see. The address is 91 East 3rd Street in Park City. The complete estate sale, Saturday at 10 o'clock from Elmore Realty and Auction. More pictures and more item descriptions online at elmoreauction.com. The name you've grown to trust in Barron County since 1935 is Elmore. Dakota Ray Elmore, principal broker and auctioneer.
It's here, y'all. The cold weather season has made its way around one more time. This is Whitney at Big Meadow Oil, and I'm ready for it. Are you? Be sure to check your tanks often. You never know when we might get one of those crazy Kentucky winter storms. Make sure you have a backup plan for heating. We have kerosene to help keep you warm and toasty. Keep your vehicles at least half full in case you get stuck out in those frigid temperatures. Our diesel, as always, is treated with Power Service diesel additive to help with cold weather starting. Come by our office at 219 Industrial Drive or call 270-651-5212 and let us help you stay warm this winter season. Big Meadow Oil, warming homes since 1981.
Let's turn to local sports. On today's local high school softball schedule, Glasgow hosts Barron County at American Legion Park in a 15th District matchup with the first pitch scheduled for 5 o'clock this afternoon. Joe Myers will have the broadcast of the game beginning around 4:55 on WCLU 103.1 FM and 1490 AM and online at playwclu.com. Other softball action this afternoon, Allen County Scottsville travels to Logan County. Monroe County goes to Franklin Simpson. Gaverna plays at Adair County. Hart County welcomes Greene County. Edmondson County entertains Bowling Green, and Metcalfe County is at home against Cumberland County. Baseball today, Glasgow travels to Edmondson County. Allen County Scottsville visits Franklin Simpson. Gaverna hosts Warren Central. Hart County plays at Grayson County, and Metcalfe County entertains Cumberland County. That's a check of local sports.
Weather from the WCLU Weather Center, brought to you by the Glasgow Electric Plant Board.
Glasgow consists of over 8,000 homes and businesses, with a power and broadband grid consisting of 11,452 poles and 1,437 miles of electric and cable lines that are all powered by the Glasgow Electric Plant Board. The Glasgow EPB also has 5,700 cable modems across Glasgow, providing customers with high-speed internet access. The Glasgow EPB manages all of these great services with a staff of less than 50 people that are dedicated to connecting Glasgow to the future. Stay up to date with the Glasgow EPB today on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and on GlasgowEPB.net.
Thunderstorms are going to roll on through with a powerful cold front. Our chance for rain goes up, especially as we head on through later today, tonight. And then that cooler weather will start spilling in by tomorrow. Thunderstorms coming in early tonight. Occasional rain overnight. Might get some decent rainfall as we drop back to 50 tomorrow. Only in the low 50s, so we don't budge much. Could be a few showers around. Tomorrow night we're near 40 degrees. Saturday some light rain, 56. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ray. Looking at the constant coverage in studio radar screens, rain hadn't really moved a whole lot in the last 30 minutes or so as far as getting any closer to south central Kentucky. There's some sprinkles just outside of Hopkinsville down in Christian County this morning. That's all we see in the neighborhood at this particular time. So the rain gauge is still empty. The humidity is 64%. The winds are calm. The pressure is down at 29.84. And we are hanging on to 64 degrees at WCLU this morning.
You find yourself thinking about the future? Perhaps you are considering downsizing or purchasing your first home. Or maybe your family is growing and you need a bigger home. I'm Gay Parker, mortgage originator with Citizens First Bank. With my 40 years of experience helping homeowners in South Central Kentucky, I can find the best mortgage product for you, regardless of your stage of life. Stop in our Glasgow branch or apply online at citizensfirstbank.com. Citizens First, the best choice for the best mortgage loans.
MLS number 419873. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. All in subject to credit approval.
Your Midwest League champion Bowling Green Hot Rods are back for 2019. Come check out the all-new 360 Concourse, Splash Zone, Scoreboard, and much more. Get your tickets at bghotrods.com or by calling 901-2121. Hot Rods Baseball, fantastic.
Lots of extras inside and out during this complete estate auction Saturday morning in Park City. Elmore Realty and Auction is proud to host the Orville Clark Estate Sale. A very well-kept home with 2 bedrooms, full bath, spacious living room, kitchen, utility room, a single carport, and storage buildings. Just a few of the highlights. The personal property is a treasure trove of items. A very large collection of handguns, hunting rifles, even a muzzle loader. A large personal collection, over 100 case knives. Lots of collectibles, limited editions, and foreign-made knives. Lots of homeware and appliances. Kelvinator refrigerator, Roper washer and dryer set, couches and chairs, hutch, dinnerware. There's so much to see. The address is 91 East 3rd Street in Park City. The complete estate sale, Saturday at 10 o'clock from Elmore Realty and Auction. More pictures and more item descriptions online at elmoreauction.com. The name you've grown to trust in Barron County since 1935 is Elmore. Dakota Ray Elmore, principal broker and auctioneer.
When was the last time you got your Ralphie on? What's getting your Ralphie on, you ask? When you're winning prizes and lighting up the score in the arcade, you're getting your Ralphie on. When you're dancing under the lights on roller skates, you've turned on your inner Ralphies. When you bring your coworkers to bowl in the business league, your office staff has clocked in on Ralphie's time. If you suffer from symptoms such as lack of fun, feeling bored, if you get frequent urges to act like it's your birthday, or if you're just not smiling enough, you need to go to Ralphie's. That's Ralphie's Fun Center in Glasgow. A great place for any party, event, field trip, or church group. Get your Ralphie on.
Ralphie's Fun Center is fun, and they do make a whole lot of fun when it comes to talking about birthday parties, get-togethers, maybe something at the office, an office party, etc., etc. Ralphie's, they do it right. They make it fun. Let me jump over here and tell you about some of our birthday honorees that we know about today. For example, Valerie Thomas, Pam Wilhoit is 48, Betty McFarland with a birthday, Donita Bartley is 76. It's also the 19th birthday for Hunter Browning, the 83rd for Thelbert Granger. Marla Furlong Stewart celebrates. Evelyn Gardner has a birthday today, too. And we're also going to remind you we're patting Leroy Deckard on the back today. Leroy's a good fella, and he actually had a birthday, I believe it was one day last week. We just were sort of jammed up a little bit, and we needed to kind of spread it out where we could be sure and have time to pat Leroy on the back all day long, and today is the day. So if you see Leroy out and about today, we hope that you will pat him on the back and tell him he's good as gold from his friends here at WCLU, and a little taste of Texas. All right, 64 degrees. I think we need to get caught up here on more of the activities coming up for Easter weekend. Here's Jason.
The church and community calendar for Thursday, April 18th. Peters Creek Missionary Baptist Church will hold Easter sunrise services on Sunday at 6 o'clock, followed by a fellowship breakfast. Sunday school is at 9:45 and worship service at 11. The pastor is Brother Jamie Thompson. The Glenview Christian Church at 1403 Glenview Drive in Glasgow welcomes our community to their Easter service on Sunday, one at 9 o'clock and the second at 10:45. It's going to be a powerful morning featuring great worship, special photo areas, a biscuit bar with biscuits, jelly, and gravy, also an indoor egg hunt for the kids during both services. The Glasgow Police Department is taking applications for the Junior Police Academy that will run July 29th through August 2nd. Applications can be picked up at the Glasgow Police Department, Glasgow Barron County Middle Schools, or the Boys and Girls Club. This is open to 6th, 7th, and 8th grade students in the Glasgow Barron County Schools. For more information, contact Lieutenant Jabin McGuire at 651-6165. Registration for our Park and Recreation 2019 Summer Swim Lessons will begin on Monday. There are 5 different levels to match all skill sets and 2 different session times on Monday through Thursday to match your schedule. The cost is $48 per participant, and all participants must be 5 years old to register. Sessions are as follows: June 3rd through the 14th, June 17th through the 28th, July 8th through the 19th, and July 22nd through August 2nd. For further information on any Parks and Recreation program events, please call 651-3811 or 651-9012. Office hours are Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 4:30, and they're located at 309 South Liberty Street. Do you have a church community event coming up? We would like to know at 270-651-9149 or 1-800-956-1023. Log on to the website WCLUradio.com. I'm Jason Thomas for WCLU, your home for local.
Make this the year that you transition into spring fully prepared. When it comes to making your home and property look its best to have Mammoth Cave Transplants at your side. Come to Mammoth Cave Transplants and see greenhouse after greenhouse full of bedding plants, hanging plants, trees, shrubs, all of the lavish colors and full foliage plants ready to beautify the world around you. Have you always wanted to get a good start to your garden? Well, Janet Dennison and her staff enjoy helping people pick out the right gardening plants, supplies, and materials to make your green thumb the best yet. Mammoth Cave Transplants is easy to get to. We're at 5394 Brownsville Road, Highway 259 between Pig and Rhodey. You'll be impressed with the sprawling complex where spring gardening, landscaping, and beautification is well underway. Call us today at 270-597-2533. We are Kentucky proud and we'll be celebrating 25 years in business. We keep Kentucky growing.
Good morning, friends. Isn't it good and pleasant when people can live together in peace? Isn't it great when people show care and concern to those around them? Aren't you tired of conflict and war? Aren't you disgusted with anger and hurt, with turmoil and strife? I'm here to tell you this morning that I am, and I really believe that you are as well. Now, it's all well and good to talk about peace and harmony and love and goodwill, but the only thing that's really meaningful is when we go out of our way to show these attitudes and actions to those about us. How about it? Will you make someone feel better today? Now, I'm not talking about just those best friends of yours. I'm talking about people you may not know very well or even know at all. I'm talking about people who are burdened with the cares of life. I'm talking about the hurting and the downtrodden. Why don't you decide today to begin doing just that? Try to make someone's day better each and every day. Show someone you care. Make a call, write a note, or give a sincere compliment. Be a peacemaker. Give away some encouragement. Sow a crop of peace and goodwill today. This has been Danny Wyatt for the Refuge Church of Christ.
What does it mean to listen? At Time Savers, we believe listening means respecting a client's wishes, affording them dignity in making decisions, allowing them to acknowledge they are uncertain or skeptical of what the future may hold. At Time Savers, we are here to listen, to understand your personal care and home help needs, and to help you achieve the quality of life that you want, either for yourself or your loved ones. Whether you want to remain in your home as long as possible, or you need a little extra help in assisted living or memory care, Time Savers will listen and come up with the best solution for you. Call us at 270-792-5703 or go to mytimesaversky.com. That's 270-792-5703 or mytimesaversky.com. We listen, we understand, and we help. It's 7:43 at WCLU. Good morning, everybody. Time for us to go up to Hurt Auto Sales at 621 West Main Street in Glasgow. And folks are, you know what, you're kind of getting discovered. You're kind of like these budding young actors, you know, where they want to get discovered. Well, you have gotten discovered because more and more and more folks, Bobby Lee, are saving money by shopping at Hurt Auto Sales. Hey, how you doing?
Doing well this morning, Henry. Sounds like you are doing well as well.
I am.
A lot of whales in there.
That's right, we do. I'm enjoying the whole thing. We're up at 64 degrees. Things are going to continue to be good, just like they are up at Hurt Auto Sales when you come car shopping, Bobby Lee. Let's see, the other day we talked to you, and of course we don't, if in case you haven't noticed, you and I don't rehearse this show at all.
I'm sure that's easy to tell, especially on my part.
So the other day you said, right here, blam, we got 4 new ones just on the lot. So I'm going to get an update on that today, sir.
All right, Henry, we just got in a 2015 Ford Flex. Red on the bottom, white on the top. It's got tan leather, captain seats.
Mm-hmm.
It's a super sharp car, still under factory warranty.
Yeah.
Price for just $21,900.
You know, it's a good price. I actually drive a Flex, and I find it to be very flexible indeed.
Well, good. You know all about it.
I do.
Sure. Got a 2014 Jeep Wrangler. It's a Sahara, unlimited, 4-door, removable hardtop, low miles, and it's priced for only $27,900.
I like that option. You can decide whether you want to be sporty today, you want to be more business casual. Well, you can adjust the top and make it the way you want it.
That's right. Have a convertible Jeep. So you got lots of options. Okay. And
Yes, sir.
Options, got a 2012 Nissan Rogue, just traded for, and we've got it priced for just $5,900 on a 2012. And
man, that's I don't know how you do that, but that piques some interest right there. That new of a vehicle at that low of a price, and a Nissan that certainly is built rugged and built to roll for sure.
That's right. Lots of good miles left. Okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And speaking of good miles left, we got a low mileage 05 Lexus, little ES330 4-door sedan, loaded up, silver with gray leather inside, sunroof, priced for only $5,500. So,
man, that's amazing.
A super good buy for someone looking for an inexpensive car. This car would get it probably around 30 miles per gallon. So, a good reason to come in and check it out.
To me, it's amazing how that you have so many different, different types of vehicles, so many different price ranges. You think about it, school is getting out, and maybe you've got a youngster in school who will be driving sometime over the summer. What a great time to come up there and start thinking about, what is my child going to drive? Bobby Lee's probably got what I need, and if not, he can sure get what I need. So that's a good thing to be said about you, Bobby.
That's right. We'll do our best to hunt down the vehicle that you're looking for if we don't have it. So invite you to come by today. We'll be here all day, and check us out, and we'll hook you up with a brand new used car. Okay.
All right. Well, I'm glad that you've got that, because we got a motto we got to hold up there at Hurt Auto Sales today, and that is
no pain when you trade with Hurt.
And Bobby has agreed to stick around just a minute here for some tidbit news, because I got some good tidbit stuff. So, Bobby, let me play the intro, okay?
All right.
From the north, south, east, west, NEWS, here's the latest news.
From around the world and up the street, it's tidbit news for today, Bobby Lee. And let's see, a couple of things here I wanted to share with you. This one, I don't know. Actually, these are 3 stories about ladies. Okay.
Uh-oh, that could get you in trouble.
No, this is good. These are good ladies' stories right here.
Okay.
All right. Well, there's one that could, depending on how you interpret it. But anyway, that's good. Number 1 here. This one, and this is I'm trying this for the first time because I am limited technical skills. But for those folks watching this on EPB Channel 6 and those folks watching this on Facebook Live, I'm going to show a video here just in a second. Let's see here. Yeah, it's going to work. I think it's going to work, Bobby Lee.
Okay.
All right. Let me tell you this story. Right now, I've just got the picture, the freeze frame up there right now. There is an Arkansas woman, Bobby Lee, and her name is Granny Hulk.
Uh-huh.
Granny Hulk, like Hulk Hogan?
Hulk Saint.
Yeah. Granny Hulk broke a world record for deadlifting just 3 months shy of her 70th birthday, okay?
Okay.
So Granny Hulk is 69. She'll be 70 in July. She broke the world record for deadlift in her class and division. Granny Hulk, named Sherry Mobley, Bobby Lee, deadlifted 305 pounds.
Wow. I bet her grandkids don't mess with her.
No, that's right. They don't. And let me tell you a little more about it, and I'll play this video. The 123-pound grandmother who started lifting at the age of 60 to offset osteoporosis, said she sees age as a mindset. She says her goal is to break more records. So you probably can't see this up there, Bobby Lee, but I'm going to reach over here for the benefit of our audience. I'm going to let the audience look right here and watch 69-year-old Sherry Mobley from down in Arkansas. And this is taken from the NBC affiliate down in Little Rock. So here we go. See if we can get Sherry to lift right here, Bobby Lee.
Okay.
All right. So she's looking, she's raising, she's up, she's down. Deadlifting 305 pounds.
Wow.
And we got to watch the NBC news crew here for a second. But anyway, I'll wait. I think they'll go back to it here in a second. But nonetheless, this lady is absolutely amazing. She weighs 123 pounds. She can deadlift 305 pounds. And
that's unbelievable.
Yeah, and she did it at the age of 60 because she didn't want osteoporosis to mess her up. I'm watching here and see, and I've reviewed all this, but I don't. Yeah, here we go. I'm going to get a little bit more shot right here. And again, I apologize for the people who can't see it, but nonetheless, this set of weights is out here in a body shop somewhere. Not a body shop like a weightlifting body shop.
Like a car body shop.
Like Granny Hulk's. And there's an interview on there. I wish I'd have gotten the audio. But anyway, she looks great. And she, her grandkids can't argue the fact that Granny Hulk certainly is no granny to mess with right there.
I'm sure, and when she speaks, I'm sure they listen very well.
You're exactly right. Now let's see what else do we have right here. Let me get Granny Hulk off of here right here.
Yeah,
there's her trainers on there right now talking. He's a strong looking fellow right there too. Anyway, that's Granny Hulk. Okay. Think about that. She could almost deadlift one of those little rogues that you got up there.
She probably, if she comes, I'm going to give her a heck of a deal. She comes on my car. Yeah.
All right. All right, story number 2 that I saw here that I thought was intriguing. This is the one that could get you in trouble, but just listen, all right?
Okay.
A woman in Texas allegedly assaulted her common-law husband after he did not respond when she asked if she was pretty.
Oh, well.
You got that?
That's the kind of story that will get you in trouble, Henry.
She asked her husband if she was pretty, and he didn't answer.
That's not a good. It's not a good time to stay silent, I would imagine.
Lizeth Guadalupe Ramirez. Let me say that again. Lizeth Guadalupe Ramirez, age 20, was arrested on late Tuesday after the alleged incident occurred. This is according to the Laredo Morning Times. She allegedly told investigators the man assaulted her and tried to strangle her. Not snaggle her, strangle her. Where'd that word come from? Tried to strangle her. However, the common-law husband reportedly told a different story. He told the police that they were at a movie theater when she asked him if she looked pretty. Ramirez's husband said he did not respond, as he didn't hear her, which upset Ms. Ramirez.
Well, that's a good answer, but evidently it didn't work.
That's right. It prompted the couple to leave the theater, and during their ride home, Ramirez's husband claims she allegedly hit him repeatedly. At their home, she allegedly continued to hit him and even assaulted a family member who tried to intervene, according to news outlets.
I guess she looks pretty in orange right now.
That's right. Ramirez was charged with 2 counts of assault and family violence. That's according to the Webb County jail records there in Texas. Anyway, what did we learn from this story, Bobby Lee? Always listen to whatever your wife says.
And tell her that she's pretty.
That's right. You don't wait.
Before she asks.
I think that's it. Don't wait for her to ask.
Yeah, that's right. Don't take any chances. Or
you'll miss the movie.
Yeah, that's right.
And supper.
Yeah.
All right. And finally, since we got common goal here with ladies, I'll throw this one in here at the end. There's a woman in France who broke a world record, Bobby Lee, for running a marathon in high heels.
Whoa.
when she finished the Paris Marathon with a time of 6 hours, 4 minutes, and 7 seconds. Her name is Christelle Doyenhambinhera. She is 34. She is from Paul. She smashed the world record previously set, which was set, actually, you don't think about it, but down in Chattanooga, Tennessee, in a marathon by a U.S. woman named Irene Sewell, who ran the 26.2 miles in 7 hours, 27 minutes. So that was pretty impressive. Some of the streets in Chattanooga can be uphill.
Yeah, that's a lot of. I guess she had some good glue on those hills, you know. So.
Yeah, Miss Doyenhambinhera, which is my it's a jawbone French for sure. Doyenhambinhera said her accomplishment was inspired by her partner, who joked that she could try to run a marathon in high heels after watching her sprint to the car in the rain about a year ago. So you get this, her partner says, look, you could run the marathon as fast as you went in high heels to get to your car while it was raining, and so she said, okay.
And the rest is history. Yeah.
She trained in tennis shoes during the day and ran in her heels at night to prevent photos of her unusual footwear choice from going viral on social media before the marathon. The runner whose accomplishments raise funds for children's charity Koala said she has submitted evidence of her running to Guinness World Records.
That's a pretty good feat, I would say.
It is FEA and FEET.
Yeah, no pun intended.
That's exactly right. All right, Bobby Lee. So I asked if you'd hang around with me today for tidbits, and we'd have a couple of interesting things there.
It's a nice ladies' day.
Yeah, that's right. It's an all ladies' day thing. And go if you can find the lady's name is Sherry with a Sharie Mobley. She's the North Little Rock gal, also known as Granny Hulk.
That's right.
The proud grandmother.
Everybody listens, that's for sure.
123 pounds, can lift to 305. And that's what we have for Tidbit News, and I thank you for hanging out today, Bobby Lee.
My pleasure, Henry. Everybody have a wonderful day.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
If you're going to improve your home and property by investing in a pool, doesn't it make sense to get it from somebody willing to put their name on it? Jeff Adams at Adams Pools and Supplies is ready to get the job started. Plus, they're having a spring sale to get you in the mood for fun in the sun. Right now, buy a Solstice 24-foot pool with a 20-year liner warranty and 30-year wall warranty. For a limited time, pay only $24.99. Bigger sizes at equally great prices. An 18 by 33 pool, $36.99. 15 by 30, $33.99. And a 27-foot pool, just $27.99. Adams Pools has local installers with decades of experience in installing pools. If it's an Adams pool, it comes with corrosion protection on all metal components using the most reliable coating in the industry. And of course, Adams Pools has everything you'll need after installation, like Bacquasil non-chlorine chemicals. 270-866-2365. That's the number to call to get the ball rolling. 270-866-2365 on Grider Road in Russell Springs. No matter where you live in southern Kentucky, let Adams Pools do the job right.
Ugh, I have nothing to wear.
That's it. Let's go.
Let's go where?
To Trendy Me. Not only do they have an impressive selection of quality clothing, but right now it's on sale. 25 to 30% off selected merchandise.
Well, that certainly helps because I need a new dress for Easter, a new outfit for Mother's Day, and I need something special to wear to graduation.
I'm sure Susan at Trendy Me can help. She has a great eye for what's in style, from the perfect outfit to matching jewelry and purses.
Trendy Me, your one stop for a trendy you. Trendy Me, 1508 South Green Street in Glasgow. Call 270-834-8876.
Tax time is over, and Ford's wants to help you celebrate with huge store-wide savings up to 30% on your entire Ford's purchase. Or get up to 60 months no-interest financing this week only at Ford's Furniture in Bowling Green and Glasgow. Did you know Ford's Furniture offers Power Assist lift chairs? We have a great selection available in a variety of colors and fabrics from petite to large for a perfect fit. And Ford's offers a hassle-free shopping experience and timely full-service delivery and setup from Ford's Furniture.
We're here with the Shrimp Trio. They're playing a gig at Colton's. Here's fried shrimp,
What's up?
This is grilled lemon pepper shrimp
Hello, ma'am.
and grilled Del Rio shrimp.
Howdy, partner. How y'all doing?
Get the shrimp trio now at Colton's Steakhouse and Grill and enjoy tanglers, rice, and a side. Oh, and in case you haven't heard, crab cakes are at Colton's too. Colton's Steakhouse and Grill, serving you in Glasgow, Campbellsville, Radcliffe, and Bardstown. We know what's at stake, and shrimp too.
Well, we're going to say goodbye to all the folks on Facebook Live here this morning. Thank y'all for coming by. Donnie Bowles is watching. My wife is watching this morning. Peggy Tuck Edwards says, bring your umbrella today. Good advice, Peggy. Sharon Peterson, Chris Henderson, Tina Ray Davis Sugart, and, well, a whole bunch of more folks on here, but I got to take the break for the top of the hour news here at WCLU. And don't forget, we're patting Leroy Deckard on the back today. If you happen to see Leroy Deckard around town today, you know how that works. You pat him on the back and tell him he's good as gold. From his friends here at WCLU and a little taste of Texas, and they'll enjoy seeing you down there as well. The news is next on WCLU.
A local radio service of Royce Radio Incorporated. This is WCLU Glasgow. WCLU FM Munfordville, Glasgow.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Capital One Bank.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. Attorney General William Barr will release all 400 pages of Robert Mueller's Russia report today, some of them redacted. CBS News legal analyst Jonathan Turley.
I think everyone is going to be flipping to different parts of this report. For me, I intend to go to the second half, dealing with obstruction.
Not everyone is happy with the timing of the day's events.
The Attorney General's decision to hold a news conference in advance of the report's release has infuriated Democrats. House Judiciary Committee Chairman Jerry Nadler.
The central concern here is that the Attorney General Barr is not allowing the facts of the Mueller report to speak for themselves, but is trying to bake in the narrative about the report to the benefit of the White House.
The president heaped praise on William Barr yesterday, telling Washington's WMAL radio he expects very strong things today.
He's been a fantastic attorney general. He's grabbed it by the horn.
Stephen Portnoy, CBS News, the White House.
New York City police say they've arrested a man who entered St. Patrick's Cathedral with 4 gallons of gasoline and lighter fluid. CBS's Mola Langhi.
NYPD officials say the incident was suspicious given the timing after the fire at Notre Dame in Paris this week, and they are not ruling out terrorism.
Federal prosecutors call it the biggest opioid bust ever. 60 people arrested across at least 8 states. Doctors, pharmacists, nurses among them. This law enforcement officer says the situation is urgent.
Every day that these so-called medical professionals have a pen and prescription pad in their hands is another day that they're making people sick.
Are your grown kids still hitting you up for money?
A Merrill Lynch New Wave survey says 70% of 18 to 34-year-olds got financial help from their parents last year. A study published in USA Today says about 3 of 5 couldn't